Alright guys, it is Blockchain coming at you with another technical analysis update. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Corey, aka Blockchain. Starting off on my website, blockchaintrading.com. The link is below. Biggest thing I want to highlight in there is a quick description of the exclusive Discord that we have in there for technical analysis, options alerts, and crypto alerts. So no matter what market you're in, we have you covered. So a little intro about us. The three different levels of membership between the monthly, yearly, and lifetime. Starting off on the yearly, you actually get the full six segmented trading class that I have that covers a lot of the trading essentials that I use in my technical analysis, so you can follow along with me. And then, of course, the #1 trading strategy that I use for free. Just fill this little guy out, and I'll send you a video demonstration on my #1 trading strategy that is consistent, profitable, reliable, and applicable to any market. So make sure you guys get in there and check it out, as well as with a couple testimonials here. So definitely get on and check it out. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the Discord. So let's go ahead, and speaking of which, I guess the Discord, let's take a quick look so that way you guys can see what's going on in there. So from a crypto perspective, we have KJ. He alerted us of a 122% gainer today. And then in the traditional markets, if you missed the last week, we have... Where is it? Where's his rundown? These are all the ones he had today. So last week he actually had like 3% or 3,000% confirmed profits from his calls last week. 2,000 the week before, 1,500 the week before. So just absolutely killing it. And then of course, and you can see some of our members' gains that we have here. So actually a couple option calls that I've had there. I had 1,000% gainer from my technical analysis that I posted. MDU Chow, sitting quite nicely with over 30,000% profit on some of his trades that he's been in. So all good stuff. So hopefully I'll catch you guys in there. But let's go ahead and dive into the charts. All right, guys, it is Blockchain coming at you with another technical analysis update. Let's go ahead and dive into Bitcoin here. So a couple things I do want to go ahead and call out real quick on the daily. So I'm gonna start at a higher time frame and then look at a little bit of a lower and kind of go from there. So micro to micro is the format I'll be looking at. So big thing I want to call out. So before my last video, I was talking about this buy signal that we got right here. So we got a solid green dot indicating our buy signal, and we had, basically looking at this, I consider this a triple bottom here, which is a pretty good reversal sign in my opinion. However, what we also want to be cautious of is this being overall corrective, and what I mean by that is this being an A, B, and then this is a C up. That is what the I guess more of a bearish scenario is what that would look like. So if that is the case, we would have another leg to the downside. So the bulls aren't in full control as of yet. So with this is going to be an ABC correction, we would have a larger move back down to the downside, and almost go ahead and, a 1-to-1 extension of this. So overall, this would turn into a larger ABC pattern with an A here, a B here, and then another C down. And I mean, that C honestly could potentially come down and just set in a slightly lower low, and even potentially look at 26K would be our other weekly support zone that we're at. But right now we're just ranging, but we are seeing some good things from a bullish standpoint. So this is a scenario to pay attention to, but in order for that to happen, I mean, the higher we go up, the better it's going to be for the bulls, because even with this as an A, B, and a C, we can still come down and finish the C wave at a higher low and then start off impulsively and, moon from there. But this is something we want to pay attention to. So what I'm looking at roughly is a 42.2 price point for us to come up and tag the other weekly resistance. You can see that we are above the pivot, the daily. So having a daily close above that, which was in about 1 hour and 7 minutes, that would be a strong close and a good case for the bulls. But if we go ahead and pull an extension for this to be a potential C wave, the higher it goes up, obviously, the more bullish we're going to be. And this right here would be, we can get all the way up to a 1.618, which would be basically 49K. Is another zone we could be looking at. If we do break this resistance point, then I would strongly lean more into a bullish case scenario, just because this is a pretty heavy resistance point, of being, 40, 42K. But the 42K is the actual resistance point that I'm looking at on a weekly perspective. So we do need to break that, establish it as support, and we can potentially take off. So another scenario that we could be looking at as well is just, really being this would be a correction right here, and then a little bit of an ending, kind of a fizzled out C wave right here, and then this would be potentially a wave one to start off impulsively. So those are on the table. With this kind of correction, it can be somewhat difficult, and we'll go ahead and look at some of the smaller time frames, and so we can see what I'm looking at. But this is the most likely scenario for this to be a C up, but it's just a matter of how high we can go. Okay. What's also nice to note on the RSI is we are inside the bullish control zone for the first time since back here. What is that? Under my ugly mug there. Let's see, April. So it's like April 16th. We fell out of it on the 18th. So a pretty heavy, correction, I guess you can say. But we are back inside the bullish control zone, and we are at the top side of the bullish control zone, finding some resistance right here at the 70. So let's see where we close here on the daily and where the next one takes us into. All is good, from a volume perspective. What we're also looking at here on the daily is the VWAP is starting to curve down already, which isn't necessarily something that I like to see from a bullish perspective. But you can kind of see right here, even on the bottom, on the downside, the VWAP was starting to curl up, even though we were still going down. And just what that means is a potential, reversal, or not necessarily reversal, but a correction coming in the near future. So let's go ahead and look at let's just take a quick look at the 4 hour, and see what we could be potentially dealing with here. All right, so you can see that we are hitting our head on resistance a little bit here at the 38.8. We currently did break that, and I'm looking for a closure above. So what this could potentially be looking at here is more of a fourth wave correction, and then get a fifth leg up, and that would tag at the 42, potentially higher. We did come down and we found support down here on the bottom of the bullish control zone, and on the 4 hour dot, we did get a nice little buy signal on the 4 hour as well, which is up in again 1 hour and 4 minutes. VWAP is starting to curl back up. Money flow index is looking good, looking healthy for the bulls. So what I would basically, the way that I'd be looking at this is be our wave one right here. So our wave one, this would be our two. This is our 1, 2, 3. So our extended 3. This is the fourth and the 5. So this would be our third wave right here. Fourth wave down, and then having a fifth leg up. So projections on this scale, we can look at a couple different things. So if we do in, I guess, a wave 1 to 2, you can see we got a little overextended there on the third. Try and snug it up a little bit. Wave 1 puts us pretty much right in line at 40K, or that wave 5 puts us right in line at 40K from this standpoint. And we can also do it this way. and look for the 618. Since this one was a little overextended, this might give us a little bit of a better target here, and that would put us at the 618 for a 44.3. So I'm still looking to long stay in my long position currently. Let's go ahead and put a price tag on that guy. So really 42 to 44 is our target zone for this fifth wave. And like I said, this can be a C up, and then that would mean we would need to come down impulsively. If we come down and it's a 3-wave correction, that would be more, I guess, leaning more towards the bullish case and more of a wave 1 with a 3-wave correction. But if we come up and we can establish 42K as support, if we break that, and launch off again from there, that would be very bullish and a great case for the bulls in that particular situation. But you know, all in all, looks good. You know, for some more continued upside, I will look for some sell-off happening here, and it's just a matter of what kind of reaction we get between 42 and 44. I am looking for that as our target zone, so we'll obviously be paying very close attention to it. You know, we can, you know, still be bullish if, you know, as a wave 1, with as long as we stay above 29K. I mean, I know that's a huge range, but that is a potential bullish scenario that we can still be looking at. Same with ETH. So if you guys aren't in the Discord yet, I do post charts in the Discord. Let's go ahead and let's pull that guy up real quick. So let's go to the channel. I'm going to give you guys a quick little insight. So on the day of the pump, I want to go ahead and just show you guys the call out that I had, as well as right here. So on the 25th in the morning, I called out ETH 2120, 2170 for our entry targets, for a target ultimately of 23.25, and that's what we got with a stop. And then obviously we had our Amazon rumors floating around, and then that was a awesome scenario to see. I mean, I was in a little bit earlier than that, but for those of you that missed, I wanted to give another entry target. Had a nice 600% gainer, probably sitting at about 700-800% right now on that particular trade. And also inside the premium, I have a chart that gets us to 100K following this pattern that we're looking at. So make sure you guys join the Discord. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in there, and if not, you know, I'll catch you in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next video. See you guys.